I don't know. I'm waiting for it to say, you're live. And it might be. And now it is. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? My name is Margaret, and welcome to my channel, Texas Gal Treasures. And in today's video, we are going to talk about what has been selling on eBay and Etsy, because I do sell on multiple platforms. And I just realized I don't have my chat popped up. Maybe I'll have it over there. Okay, anyway, I wanted to get going because it's early and we've got things to do today, but I've been so excited about my sales lately that I wanted to come on. It's funny because just last week, I was, talking to you guys about how slow sales have been. And so what did I do? I buckled down. I took my own advice finally and just started listing like crazy. It's funny how things don't sell till you actually list them. So, and that just triggers that algorithm and things start selling. And so, or maybe it's, I don't know what. Maybe the universe has aligned because I haven't had a day like I had yesterday in so long. You know, where you have those days where your phone is just cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. And I haven't had one of those days in longer than I'd like to remember, than I'd care to remember. And so I'm really excited to bring my sales video to you guys today. So yay, I'm excited. Hopefully you guys are having as good of sales and stuff lately as I am. And like I said, I've just really buckled down and been listing. So I'm going to share with you guys my stuff. So yeah, I sell on eBay and I sell on Etsy. I've tried to get more sites going, but because I homeschool my kids and because, basically there's everything in the world, right? House, cooking, life, whatever. It just became too much for me. I realized like I can't juggle that much stuff. It made me like too, sick. So I didn't. It is super early. It is 8:30 in the morning. So I have my coffee in my Mr. Bump mug. Mr. Bump. It's cold now. I don't like cold coffee. But I will suffer through it. I could have gone down and gotten another cup before we started, but I didn't want to. So I am live. Hi in the chat. Sorry if you're wondering who I'm talking to. I am live. So hello in the chat. Fine H Finds Busy. Christine, Susie, Christine again. Julie, Joni, and Tanya. Hello. Okay, let's do this. Let's do it. So some of these things you may have seen in hauls recently. And so, yeah, I'm excited to share this with you. And normally I have the chat pulled up over here, but like I said, I was really trying to get the video started so I could share this with you. So this is a Bible that I got at a church garage sale for $1. I'm scrolling back to make sure because sometimes the price that shows up here isn't the price that I took on it, and or that like a best offer or whatever. So I want to make sure I get because here's what I do. I set my when I create a listing, and I'll list like that Bible I listed for $15. And then what I'll do is I'll set that best offer so it automatically accepts anything over $10 or automatically declines anything lower than whatever. So I don't have to go back and forth with people about like best offer stuff. And it just works on its own. So that's why sometimes I'm like, what did it sell for? Okay, so this ended up selling for $10. And I actually priced it a little bit higher because I picked it up because normally large print Bibles sell pretty well. And I picked it up for $1 at this church garage sale. And but then it turned out it wasn't one of those that was doing really well. So I put it up at 15, put that best offer on it, and then boom, it sold. And I don't know why I said boom, because that's not my thing, but I just said it anyway. You ever do that? Anyway, all right, moving on. So that's the first thing. I think I've had a lot of coffee, but honestly, I want more. I'm going to be going to Starbucks after this. I'm not lying. Okay, so next up, there's that send offer feature, and I go through it every day now to see if there's anybody that is kind of watching stuff that I can send offers to. So there was somebody watching some cufflinks of mine that I've had up for quite a while. And so I sent an offer to him, and I guess there's a feature on that where they can send a best offer back to you. So he sent a best offer back to me on... Sorry. They're hollering at me. They don't know I'm live. I forgot to tell them. Do I yell? Do I not? How do I mute this? My kids are hollering. Hang on. Okay. All right. I forgot to tell them. Normally I warn them. I'm going live. Where did this go? Hang on. It's not showing me. Oh, there it is. Okay. So I sent that. He sent the offer back, and then so I accepted it because again I've had these cufflinks up for a while, and he sent me an offer on another pair too. So even though these are listed super high because they're Rivoli and I love Rivoli and I think they'll finally sell for really high prices, but I ended up taking a best offer on these ones and these ones that equaled $50. So he paid $50 for these two pairs of cufflinks, which I'm happy with because, like I said, sales have been really slow. Mama's got bills to pay. So that's what we did on those ones. The person bought those. They are going out actually today. So then next up, you know what? I just realized there's another sale that happened this morning that I forgot to put on here. So I'll pull it up. And then this recently sold. It's funny because I told my kids, you know, when I get my chings, they always ask me like, what was that? What was sold? And I said, it's that cat, that Halloween cat that I almost kept because I love Halloween stuff. But I like the money for this cat more. And they were like, you've had that forever. I can't believe it's finally sold. And I said, I just listed it. So it's been sitting in my workroom for probably a year. You know what I realized? I forgot to tell you what I bought these things for. I told you $1 on those. I like to tell you. Normally I have an inventory note, but look, that's how long I've had these cufflinks. There's no inventory note. And let's look at this one. Nope, no inventory note. So probably just a few bucks on those. This cat, my inventory note, I put it down here. There's a place that you can put it in your listing. Oh, Julie, what's it called again? You helped me with it the other day. It may be called inventory note or something like that. But I paid $4 for this cat. So that's, you know. And then, okay, let me tell you what I took the offer. I took a best offer of $23 for the cat. Okay. So I'm going to pause. I'm going to go look in the chat real quick. This is the next thing that sold. This is one of those that was, I think this was in a jewelry jar. Let's see if I put that in there. Yep, JJ, jewelry jar. This was in a jewelry jar. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, this is the winner. And everyone's like, what are you talking about? Not everybody. If you're from Texas, you know James Avery. Anyway, so hi, everybody in the chat. Go over there and hit that thumbs up because it is 8:30 in the morning on a Friday morning. And I'm up and have coffee. And I'm talking to you. So it's a good day. Okay, let's see. I'm looking for any kind of questions or anything else like that. Hi, Heather. Hi, everybody. Okay, so let's move on. So here I've got this really super duper tarnished James Avery charm ring. And this was in a jewelry jar. And I took a best offer of $20 on this. And this is one of those, like, I probably could have polished it up. James Avery stuff is stuff that I would probably give it a little bit more of a shine. Because more often than not, people that like James Avery like it shiny. But most of the time I don't do much as far as polishing silver and stuff. Custom SKU, thank you, Robin. That's what it's called. You need more coffee, Tanya says. Yes, we do. Okay, so moving on, that's the next sale. All right, this sold too, this Vans checkerboard wallet, and I think the person even already left a review for it. So this sold for $22.99, and I kind of was worried that I was charging too much for it because there are some newer ones out there, but they're like gray and black or they're like stark white and black. But this was kind of like an off-white creamy white, and there weren't a whole lot of those up there. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to just go for it because somebody may be trying to replace the exact wallet they had. You know how that is. And they can't find they don't want the white one. They don't want the gray and black one. They want the off-white. People have that emotional attachment, right? So sold it for $22.99, and let's scroll down and see what I paid for it. I didn't put that on there. I got it at a garage sale though, so it was not too much, less than $1, maybe $1. Finally, I read the chat and that word came out of my mouth. So it's like Ron Burgundy, right? He'll read whatever's on the teleprompter. Okay, next up, this sold. I got this in an estate sale, and it's a tissue box cover like that. And now you can't see that because I'm selecting the wrong one. So it's a tissue box cover, and when I got it, a lady in line, or I was lining up or something, and the lady was like, I got the trash can. I guess it was a matching trash can I missed, and I was like, cool, you want this? I don't know, like some people are really competitive like that, but no. I paid $1.50 for it. So I paid $1.50 for this. And let's see if that was the price. Let me see over here. If I We have a best offer, or if it didn't sell for that. It's over 25 bucks. So $25 on this tissue box cover. Can you believe it? Tissue box cover. I kind of like it now. Maybe I should have kept it. No. I like $25 better. Okay, so yeah, there was a trash can, but I totally missed it. I guess I didn't look down or something. But $25 for a tissue cover, you guys. This is why we love what we do, right? Okay, next up, this is something I've had forever. And I think I took an offer on this too. Yeah, I took an offer of $7 on this, but I've had it up for, I don't even know how long. A long time. Look at that background. Yeah. There it is. Okay, moving on. Still good though. So this, I recently shared this with you guys when I went to that estate sale, and I got all those like hats for $1, and some of them were really gross, and I wish I'd bought more. Well, this hat sold the day I listed it. Like within a couple hours, I had an offer on it. And I kind of went back and forth about whether or not to take the offer or just let it ride and see if I got the price I wanted. But I decided to take the offer. So I took a best offer of 30 bucks on this hat. And it's like a Shriner's Ben-Hur. Yeah. Anyway, clown. But then somebody was telling me, I wish I could remember, one of you guys was telling me that this something with the 3 stripes that's collectible. People like the 3 stripes hat. I don't know. Anyway, 30 bucks for this hat that I paid $1 for at the estate sale. That's pretty awesome. All right, let me look in the chat again real quick. Yay, I'm so glad that you caught me live. Hi, everybody. How many friends do we have watching? Let me see. 47. Hi. Go over there and hit that thumbs up because it tells YouTube, I like this chick. She's okay. I can watch her for maybe a few minutes. And then I have to go somewhere else. All right, this is another one that I recently listed. This is a sterling silver bracelet. I love bracelets with safety chains. I don't know what it is. I just love them. So that's this bracelet. And where did I get this one? Did I say? I paid $1 for this bracelet. I'm trying to remember where. That's why I have to write these notes in there because I don't remember. All right, so, and again, see how it's tarnished? Some people really like the tarnished look. So I mean, if it's really, really gross, then I'll clean it up. But overall, I don't really. But this one, I took an offer of $30 on. So that's cool. Got too many windows open. Let's see. Oh, no. Okay, so this is another one that when I created a video, I haven't edited it yet and put it up. But it's about, sending the offers. And as I'm doing the video and recording and I send an offer for this piece, somebody buys it. And so I was like, yes, and it happened in the video and everything. And then they sent me a message wanting to cancel it, which turned out to be fine because another person bought it like the same day. So it worked out. It was awesome. So this one sold, and I got this at a garage sale. I was just like, man, this thing is cool. I don't wear stuff like this. It sold for $52. $52, and I paid $5 for it. Oh, I remember now. I got it. Maybe I do. At this estate sale. I feel like it was the estate sale where it was kind of dark. But I was like, that thing is cool. I don't know what it is. So $5 into $52. I'll take that any day of the week. Do you see this thing? It was huge too. Look at that. Look at him. He is a confident bird and a little bit too naked for my taste. But whatever. Go for it. He is confidence personified. Okay, so what did I say on that one? Where did that go? $52. All right, next up, I have too many windows open. I'm flipping back and forth. There we go. So continuing on eBay. And now I need to talk about this because this is a stainless steel bracelet. And when I was doing some testing of silver stuff, I was like, you know what, let me test this, even though it's not silver. But it still showed up with the acid. So I think that it's something we need to talk about, especially for those of us newer people selling jewelry that are still trying to distinguish between, different types of silver colored metal. Because it wasn't magnetic, and then when you do it with the acid test, that it still showed up. I can't remember which acid it was. I think I even put up a little video let's talk about this, and then I never followed it up. So it's something to consider and to know that there's other factors that go into metals and stuff like that. Okay, but anyway, moving on. This one, look at this. I put the date, but I didn't put what I paid for it. When in doubt, let's say $1 because I can't imagine myself spending more than $1 on that. All right, let's get back over here. So I sold this for, where'd you go? $15. So I was pretty happy with that. 15 bucks. All right, this ring, I feel like this ring is sold and come back and sold again. I have a few things like that that have I feel like this one came back and then it got sold again. Or maybe it came back and I relisted it. Anyway, I'll have to look and see. Anyway, this ring sold. I'm wondering now, is this, because I know it's been returned at least once, but I had a couple things that were returned and then sold again. It may have already come back and maybe it was just relisted. But anyway, it sold once at least. So $49 is the offer that I took on this one. I'm going to have to look because it's bothering me. All right, then this one, I couldn't remember if I put this ring in the other haul video that I did. I couldn't remember where I stopped on the last one. So this is it ended up being a garnet. We talked about that because I was using my gem tester. Because at first when I saw it, I was like, oh, it's just a really dark amethyst. And I wasn't familiar with purple garnets, but I pulled it out whenever I was using my gem tester because I was like, oh, well, this is going to show everybody what an amethyst is going to land on the gem tester. And it was like, kept going to garnet, garnet, garnet. I was like, what? And I had to Google it. Like, sure enough, there's purple garnets. So I had to go in and change my listing. So that was good. Hey, good to know. This sold for 28 bucks. Okay, those were my eBay sales. So let's take a look at my Etsy sales. And I like to cross-post things because it gets more eyes on your items. And things tend to sell a little bit more on Etsy. Sometimes things are slower on Etsy for sure. Where's the title on this? Whatever. Okay. But this just sold recently, yesterday. What all does the gem tester work on? I'll have to pull that out for you, Heather. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. Okay, opening. I can't remember if I showed you some of this other stuff on eBay. Oh, wait, hang on. I clicked the wrong thing. I have another window open so that I can pull it up and show you what these sold for. All right, so this just sold yesterday, I believe, and it is going to Germany. So this person paid, oh, darn, I hate that Etsy does this. Hang on. It makes me click on this little button to see what it sold for. This one sold for $27.99. And this is a really cool polka dot bracelet. Okay. I'm not real happy with you doing this, Etsy, because now I have to go back and find my sold orders. I had everything ready. Darn it. Okay. Let me show you the next thing while I pulled the right thing back up. Okay, Princess Leia sold. This is a Princess Leia action figure, and I think she sold for $10. Oh, hang on. Apologies. I really did have all this stuff prepped, and now I've got the spinning ball of death. It's not going. There we go. Okay, I'm going to open it in a new tab. How about that? So yeah, no, she sold for $12.99. Okay, she sold for $12.99. In my brain, I said $9. Then, next on Etsy, this item sold. I was so happy. I picked this one up. Oh, I forgot to tell you what I bought these things for. So this one, the polka dot bracelet, I paid $2 for. Princess Leia was in a big lot, that lot of Star Wars stuff that I got a year or two ago now. It's been a long time. This I picked up, and I paid $1 for it. Oh my gosh. It was... The only other one I was finding was a different color, and it was selling for crazy money. But this one ended up selling for a lot that I was happy with anyway. This ended up selling for $45.95. I'm like, yes! When I see those now, I'm like, I can pay my gas bill! Yay! You know. Good times. Paying bills. Coffee. All right, and this is something I've had up for a really, really, really long time, so I'm glad it sold too. And this one, it's going out today. This is one of my cha-chings from yesterday. This one sold, sorry, it's a little wobbly too, because I'm on. This one sold for $14.99, which I was happy to have because it's been forever. And, oh, these sold too. These just recently sold. And I just got these two recently as well. And these are these scorekeepers, these domino scorekeepers. Came in this box. Got them at I feel like I got this at that new Honey Hole Goodwill this was $1. I can't remember now. Did I get that at that Goodwill? Or did I get it? I feel like I got it at the Goodwill that was like, it was a new Goodwill and it was really in a weird position. Like you couldn't get up to it from the main road. You could see it from the main road, but then you had to go around like back through this neighborhood and get to it. So it was kind of weird to get to. And it had so many vintage cool things for cheap. And also one of my kids was there with me and was able to talk the cashier down on a Nerf gun, which I was just like, this is awesome. So this is where I got this one. This one I picked up for $1, and these ended up selling for, let's see, $22.99. So happy with that. Move that up a little bit for you. All right, next up, this one sold, and the lady messaged me in the evening, and she was like, I really want this for a present for somebody. Can you please ship it out tomorrow if I buy it tonight? I was like, yeah, absolutely. I'll box it up right now. And so this one, I think recently you saw it in a haul video as well. I love buying figural stuff like this because like I said, there's people that love their different animals. Anyway, so this sold for $24.99, and it was like this big. It was like a little turtle. And where is my thing? How much did I got them, I think, at a garage sale. $3. Maybe it was an estate sale. That seems like an estate sale price. All right. I'm looking over here. Okay, moving on. Looking at in the chat, they're talking about the gem tester and the garnet. I know. So yeah, I was like, oh, it's an amethyst. It's purple, right? No, ma'am. Oh yeah, totally, with a turtle. Again, figural stuff as far as jewelry goes. This swan I just got recently, and I paid $5 for this. Again, I think I may have gotten this the same place that I got that weird looking bird, like Aztec naked bird, dirty bird. And this one was sold for $44.99. This one had a brand name on it, and it was Lang, Lang. So that kind of helped boost the price too. If you're like, what? That's crazy. So it's sterling silver. Lang was the brand. Let me show you the brand name. And so it sold for, what did I say? 44 sterling Lang. And yeah, sold for $44.99. Oh yeah, Heather, I have a diamond tester, but then I have the Presidium gem tester. The one I got was kind of pricey, but it tests diamonds, moissanite, garnet, all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. And then Greedo sold. So, and I had a dream about Greedo the other night, but we just won't get into that. Greedo sold for $14.99. He was in that lot of stuff, that Star Wars lot that I got not long ago. And we got a few more. This patch sold. This is a ski, which was I didn't realize what it was until I brought it home. And Randy told me it had to do with a drink. It was like I guess kind of like a Sprite or a Mountain Dew type of deal, but it was called Ski. And this patch was really big, so it was a big ski patch. I got it because I was like, oh, skiers are going to love this. This is awesome. You can stick it on the back of your jacket or whatever. So I paid, how much did I pay for this? $1 for this ski patch. And it sold for, I wish Etsy would do better about this. It sold for $24.99 for this patch. And it was flat and cheap to ship and all that kind of fun stuff. So, let's see. All right, moving on. Okay, my Longaberger basket. This is another tissue box holder. Take note, two tissue box holders in this sales video today. Longaberger and that bejeweled one. Cool. All right, this basket I picked up at that garage sale. I have some other Longaberger stuff. I still haven't listed the other stuff though. I picked it up for $2 at that garage sale. And hang on, let me roll it down so you can see it better. There it is. And let's see, what did it sell for? Sold on Etsy for $32.99. I guess we don't have fancy tissue box covers in our house. I just bought a blue one at the bins to go in my mom's room downstairs, or the guest room that is downstairs, because I know that she's going to want to decorate the room that way. But anyway, that's interesting. Okay, so this is a bracelet that sold, and I think this one's a Premier Design. Yeah, this is a Premier Designs bracelet, and I paid $1 for this at a garage sale, and it sold for $21.99. So that's a good sale. Let me flip through the rest of these. Got a few more for you. Moon and Stars. I got this at a garage sale recently. I think the same day I may have gotten that Premier Designs jewelry. I love this not bracelet, but brooch, because that had that chain on it. I feel like there's another name for it, when there's 2 pins, that chain, like sweetheart pins. I put sweater pin, cloak fastener, but I felt like there was another name for it. Maybe it is a sweetheart pin. No, I don't know. Anyway, somebody will help me. I can't hold all the words in my brains. So this sold for $24.99, and what did I pay for it? I did get it at the garage sales that day. I paid $1 for it. Super cute, right? Julie says, what have you decided to do when an item could be misspelled in a buyer's search? I put it in the item specifics. But then I noticed when I was looking at Tweety Bird mugs the other day that somebody put like 3 different spellings of Tweety in their title, and so I was like, well, I'll just put them in the item specifics. Or another way that you could do it, I think, without getting like in trouble, in eBay trouble for it, is to put in the description like other common misspellings or other common spellings of this word, blah blah blah, and that way like, okay, so you're hitting those words, but then the buyer and eBay and everybody knows, like, I get that this is not how it's spelled. I'm not trying to fool anybody, but if it's misspelled, like, this is another way to get around it and be honest with your stuff. Sue is asking, so you sell the jewelry from your jewelry jar hauls? I do. If you see anything you like, you let me know. I sell stuff to viewers all the time, if that's what you're saying. But yes, I sell it. Otherwise, I sell it-ish. Here, I'll show you my shame. Are you ready? That is a pile of jewelry that I need to sort and list. Okay, there's my shame for the morning. All right, moving on. I can't remember if this is where I cut off on my last haul video or not, but I wanted to go ahead and just share it. So this little box I picked up for 50 cents. It's funny, the two little boxes that I picked up that same day have sold. They're super cute. So this little box sold, and it sold so I got it for 50 cents, and it sold for $12.99. And then this sold. This is that nightlight I was sharing with you guys. And I'll come back to the chat in a second. I see a couple questions. I picked this up for $1, and this is one that I did put a video into my eBay listing. And on Etsy, you can't embed a video, but what I do is I drop the link in there. So you can see right here, video, blah, blah, blah. So if somebody wanted to go in and see it working and how it really looked and turning off and on and all that stuff. So that's that. And this one I paid $1 for, and it sold. And I've already got my listing. This went to Australia, I think. Is this the one that went to Australia? No, this went to Irving. Never mind. This went to Texas. So this one sold for $16.99. I had a sale recently that went to Australia. I thought it was this one. Anyway, so $16.99, and I paid, what, $1, did I say? $1 for this. Okay. So then this sold, this little kind of green bracelet, and it sold for $17.99. And I've had this one up for a while too. I can't remember exactly. Jewelry jar, JJ. Thank goodness, right? All right, we got one more. And this is another one. I got this box the same time I got the other box, and I can't remember if I shared this in my last haul. But this one sold, again, celestial, like sun, stars, moon, that kind of stuff. I clicked the wrong button. Go back, go back. Oh my gosh. Pardon me, you guys. I'm finding it. This one, it's loading again. There we go. Now we're talking. Where did you go? Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. This is my scrolling song. And this one I picked up, I think, for 50 cents as well. And it sold for $14.99. Let's see what I picked it up for. Yeah, 50 cents. Okay, so those were my sales. Let me peek over at the chat. I'm sorry I don't have it pulled up, so if you're watching later, you can see. eBay descriptions aren't searchable, though, are they? Yeah, I think so. I think they are, or I think they will be, because I remember hearing Steve was talking to somebody recently, and they were talking about how the eBay description box, something about Google, I'll have to go back and find the video, something about, because you want your item to show up in eBay, but you also want your item to show up in a Google search. So like when someone like me is looking for, like, one of my kids wants a fox stuffed animal, not just any fox stuffed animal, a Minecraft fox. And so I'm doing a Google search, so it'll pull up eBay, Etsy, Amazon, everything. And so you want your stuff to pull up. I've got to go find that video because Steve was talking to somebody after eBay Open about some of the new stuff going on. So, yeah, I think it does, or I think it will. I hope it does. Anyway, so let's see. Yeah, I'll have to find out about the eBay, but I think that's what they were saying. Yeah, because it was talking about how you needed to have a little more fleshed out description, because it's going to start pulling more from there. Julia Thrifty Paper Garden saying, I have a Muppet plush of Rolf, and the titles are similar to a few different misspellings. Yeah, because if I didn't know Rolf was spelled that way, and so I would put in how I would think Rolf was spelled. I don't know. So yeah. Boo. Morning, Rhonda. Oh yeah, estate sales. What gem testers? I have the Presidium gem tester, and then I have another like diamond tester that came with my gold testing kit. Okay, that's it. I've called it. I hope you enjoyed this, so you got an idea of what kind of things have been selling for me lately. This is all, a lot of these sold within just this last week. There's a few that were sold over the last week before that or so. So anyway, I hope that gave you a good idea for the kinds of things that I've been selling on eBay and Etsy. And I hope you found this helpful. Go down there and leave me a comment and let me know one thing that you've sold lately that you were pretty excited about. Or if you haven't had any sales, go down there and leave a comment, because it's just like rubbing that Buddha belly and brings you good luck. It's true. Just ask Siri. You'll see. Okay, I'll talk to you guys on the next one. And here we go. Bye.